geomA, day 2, handout, warm-up. We solved this equation by moving the numbers to the right and moving the letters to the left. We got the answer to the equation as a solution. We also discussed this shape. It is a rectangle or quadrilateral. Let me see if I can move down to see the actual picture. Will it let me go down? Let's see, will you let me go down? Survey says, oh, my bad. Okay, oh, well, I could go with square, but I feel like it's a little bit longer.
No, but ours is like the
square. Is it a square on your thing? Go square, oh, then go square quadrilateral. Stay square. Yes, oh, but rectangle, square is a rectangle, so I don't know how to undo this, but we can take away that guy, so that's okay. All right, let's pause it. All right. In any math class, a physics teacher is good. They're supposed to tell you what you're supposed to learn by the end of that day. That way, when you walk out the door, you're like, did I learn it or did I not learn it? The learning target, Alden made this. The learning target of learning says, I can explain why an image is a reflection using an academic definition. In other words, I can explain it, but sound like I'm in school, not just like at home. So let's see. That was one of the pages. Let's keep going. What's on the next page? Would you go for me? Shapes. What are we doing here? And why is mine so big? Geometric shapes. Let's see what we got here. In grade school, you may have learned about these shapes. However, we are older now, and therefore we'll be a little more precise. Let's mark some things. I want you to choose on each row. If you could only choose, one shape, either to know, or it has to be your favorite shape, or something like that. You only get to choose one above the others. Please select one on the top row, the middle row, the third row, and yes, the fourth row. Select it now. How will you select it? You'll put a circle around it. So if I'm choosing on the top row, dang it, I choose circle. Circle are all above the rest. If these were going to be my friends, my best friend would be circle. Sorry, Ole, your head throws me off. And you know, you have to choose for whatever reason. Choose the best friend on the next row. Sure. Octagon, you could be my friend. Octagon sounds like he might be a superhero one day. And I want to be friends with a superhero. Oh, yeah, now we're getting to it. Let's see. You're doing the same, you're choosing the same, then don't choose my friends. Let's see. I am going to choose, sure, why not cylinder? Your soda can, the can that they sell for my fruit cocktail, which I do love. It's like candy and fruit all at the same time. Last row. Just because the name is so cool. I would like to hang out with a rectangular prism. Go ahead and choose one of those. Page 4. Let's create a diagram of 2D shapes. But what kind of diagram should we use? Here's what they have hidden. That's not it. This thing. But this thing here is like about animals. So I don't get kind of the point, other than maybe to classify the 2D shapes, we would mark the general name of these particular shapes that have 4 sides, and then the different types of shapes that have 4 sides would fall under that. Like, for example, we belong to the animal kingdom. We are animals by how it's classified. Some animals are vertebrates. They have a backbone, like we do, which is why we fall into that category. Some animals do not have a backbone. What are the different types of animals that have backbones, that are vertebrates? We have fish, they got little backbones. Some people don't like bones in their fish. Amphibians, like you got a frog. Have you ever held a frog? Raise your hand if you've held one. Dang, it's scary, isn't it? Because I think it can poison you or something. And it's just pretty much nasty to me, but I appreciate you doing it. Then we have reptiles. Anybody touch an alligator? Yeah. I just touched one about 2 weeks ago. His mouth was like shut, so if you touch it on the back, it's kind of cool. Mammals, anybody touch a mammal? Yeah, they're like, don, you're like, ow! So don't dance if your hip hurts, because it hurts a lot. I was about to smack it. Flip it. Am I recording? All right. Let's turn that off for a second. All right. In any case, let's keep moving. Math holds up and say, whatever. When you get to Algebra 2, I teach Algebra 2 second semester, I have to teach you asymptote. Asymptote is a line that a graph approaches, but it never touches. And I do this whole thing about someone's asymptote and touching. Well, when you get there, remember this moment. We can do invertebrates. In means not. In anything means not this. So who doesn't have any backbones? Whoa, I can't even say that. Cinderia? Is the C not this? Is the C silent because there's no letter between the C and the N? Cnidarians. Cnidarians. I assume, I'll ask Brian, he may know. You got jellyfish, worms, no backbones. Arthropods, what is in there? Millipedes, it's a video game. Centipedes is also a video game. That's why I used to play when I was younger. I don't play video games anymore. Arachnids, which are spiders, technically not insects, but they are invertebrates. You got crustaceans. I don't eat shrimp, though it's on TV a lot. Apparently it must be really good. Insects is religious reasons, whatever. I can't eat shellfish. No crab, no lobster, whatever. I'm part of the Loma Linda group. None of that. Insects, and then mollusks. I don't know, this guy's his own group. So let's pause there. What's on this page? It says, let's change topics. Let's change topics, shall we? We're going to talk about taking a shape and changing it in some way. Do a favor, if you had a highlighter, I would have you circle transform. By transforming the change in some way. Either move the picture around, maybe flip it upside down, maybe rotate it. Dang, I wish my head didn't hurt. Maybe rotate it somehow. Let's see what's on the next page. Next slide, please. Dang, I wish I had an assistant. What's on this one? Is the word ambulance spelled? Oh, why is the word ambulance spelled backward? Don't say it. Write it on your paper, please. If you look on here, the front of the truck, you'll notice from left to right, which is how we read. See, always willing, always ready. That's regular. Ambulance? No. It's going backwards. The E comes first. Write on your paper why you think they spelled the word ambulance backwards. Yeah.
So you just walked out because you didn't think it was good?
It's terrible, dude.
So like work or what?
Yeah, I was offended by it. Yeah, if you're driving, this is why the reflection, so that when you're behind, you need to know what truck is driving behind you with a siren on. Like, oh, ambulance, because the reflection, same word, it just does the opposite. This question here, this is an example of reflection. Ouch. Where would the line of symmetry, I'm going to have you circle that. That phrase is going to come up over and over. Where would the line of symmetry be? Please circle line of symmetry. And then in this picture, the line of symmetry is, what's that point, that line?
In the middle.
That separates it, and you're going to actually try and draw. If you had a highlighter, I'd want you to maybe draw it first with a pencil and then the highlighter, or just want to go straight highlighter. That's your business. But where is the line of symmetry? What separates the reflection? There's a handout, which I may not have given this class. The other class they already started on line of symmetry, but you guys are getting much further along in this important part. Draw that line of symmetry. I guess you don't need. If I was drawing this line of symmetry, no, am I too far away? Doing my best, nice and easy. I'm an artist. Don't try this at home unless you're a professional. And then at that point, you see everything is the same. Reflection. Reflection has to be the same picture, but the opposite. So if you just were to slide it down and the mountain was still at the top, you would have a translation. Translation is when you don't flip it around, you just move it around like normal. When you're doing your work, normally you're translating your paper. You're just sliding around on your desk, usually in the same position. All right, with that said, let's see. Okay, what are the differences between Clark Kent and Superman? Find anywhere from 2 to 5. Someone out loud, what's one difference between Clark Kent and Superman? We got hair is different in what way? Parts on different sides. Someone different. Another difference. Glasses, because of course you can't tell who people are without glasses. Hey, my name's Enrique. Who is he? Who is he? Yeah. Clearly you can. But whatever. So we got glasses. Third. Outfit. They're very different outfit. Is there a fourth? Confidence level. Confidence level. I get. Oh yeah, that is true. Clark is all like. Well, Superman like yeah. A fifth one. Is there a fifth?
Navy.
One guy is tan or pinkish, and the other guy names. Let's bring up the other Superman. Of course, there have been 3 different Supermans, but apparently there's a curse on this one guy who's in black and white. He killed himself. That other Superman, the original black and white Superman. This guy, I don't know which one he is. Then of course you have Dean Cain, he is Superman, and then there's the guy, the new guy in the movies. He's that Superman.
His family's in the building.
Please write down what this sentence says. Please write down what this sentence says. I'll give you about 2 minutes to do your best. Wrote backwards
In his journal.
and please write this down in his journal so that people would not be able
to read it.
to read it easily. Period. Oh, here's what it says on the video. Read it, write it. So this is the real deal. You're going to be tested on these different transformations. They're going to give you a picture, and you're going to have to do 3 different things with them. Reflection, the most important one. Eventually you're going to have to translate it. That means just slide it from one place to the next. No big deal. And the third one, you're going to have to rotate it. Basically just knock something over. Those 3 things, they want you to know why they're super important. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know they're going to test you on it, so that makes it super important to you. Please circle the word isometric. Underline the word iso, or the prefix iso. Iso means it is the same. It doesn't change. So isosceles, triangle, 2 legs are the same, because isosceles either means skeleton or legs. Iso. Iso something else. Iso anything else? Isolated. It doesn't do the thing. Okay, I got 2 things. Isometric, the picture doesn't change. Like the size of the arrow when you flip it, reflect it over, it doesn't change, just in a new position, but the size of it doesn't change. How about here, translation? Hey, she's old school. Hey, what's up? She needs to talk to me. All right, okay. The star, we just slide it up, we translate it. Now, anybody in here do the electric slide? No, what?
Oh, the dance?
Yeah. With reflection, the line of symmetry, please write line of symmetry. Line of symmetry. Please write line of symmetry. The reflected image, all points on the left must be the same distance away from the line of symmetry on the right. In other words, if I did red dot, all red dots must be the same distance away from the line of symmetry. Green dot, green dot. If you had highlighters, I'd want you to do it, but if you don't, I understand. Green dots must be the same distance away from the line of symmetry. How about a blue dot? Blue dot. All the points on the image have to be the same as the points on the pre-image. Let me do something. I'm going to write a word. They don't have it, but I'm going to write it just like the previews in a movie theater. That's the thing that comes first. Oops, not preview. Sorry, it's supposed to be pre-image. Thinking about movies. A preview and a pre-image, they come first. The new picture is just the image, no pre on it. I'll write you in red. As a matter of fact, let me put pre and then put a line through it so you can see what I mean. You start with the pre-image, you end with the image. All right, we're going to skip this page, watch the video at home. They see reflection. Let's move it down, move it down, move it down, move it down, move it down. Grab a highlighter. We're going to mark a couple of things on here. Let's see what we're marking on this one here. Points are perpendicular to the line of symmetry. When you have reflection, ooh, some math words, so you can be smart. The points are indicated by the letters. Each letter represents a point. Point P, point R, point Q. The points are perpendicular. Ooh, go ahead and underline perpendicular to the line of symmetry. Perpendicular means it makes a plus sign. It means it's a 90-degree angle. That's what these little squares represent. So let's see. The points are perpendicular to the line of symmetry. What does that even mean? Here is a line of symmetry in this picture. Line of symmetry, LOS. Oh, start that in like a texting world. It'll be you will have done it. Like there's LOL. I don't know who started that, but you guys start LOS. Like, oh, that's crazy. LOS, line of symmetry. Yeah. Yeah, other people are like, what? Yeah, LOS back to you. You started. Well, make it mean something like, oh, we're like almost alike. With me, we're like almost exactly alike. LOS, line of symmetry. Because again, we will figure it out, and we will have done it together. We'll put it in the Urban Dictionary as us. Starting it by us, I mean me telling you. But whatever, we can take credit together later on. So here's the deal. Here's the line of symmetry, red guy. This point, when it hits the line of symmetry, it has to hit it as a plus sign at a 90-degree angle. It can't come in like sideways, like that, or whatever. It has to come in at a 90-degree angle, which means perpendicular in math. All right. Do me a favor, Brianna. I'll push that door closed. What's the next thing we need to know? Points are equidistant. Ooh, yeah. Let me pause that right there. For as in, how many boxes does it take to get Q to the line of symmetry? It takes 1, 2, 3, 4. So how far does Q1 have to be? It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And believe it or not, they're going to put that on the test. You're going to have to count to 8 to pass this test. Or R here, R is one space away from the line of symmetry, therefore R1 or R prime has to be one away. And obviously the P, P, 1, 2, 3. So P prime or P1, 1, 2, 3 has to be the same distance. Take a look at it, see if you're confused. Go to this page, which I think has been told 15. We're going to do this page, and we're going to do the very last page. And then I'm going to thank you for your time and your attention. Hopefully you had a positive experience today, because that's my goal as a math teacher. Not as much to teach you math, but as much so when you leave a math class, you will leave with a positive experience. For those who want to learn a lot of math, I might not be the right teacher. But for those who want to have a relatively good time in math, laugh a little bit, have good memories, see a teacher hurt his leg, boom, I'm the man. Do this. Try to do the work on that. You can trace it if you want, but the other ones, you're not going to be so lucky. You got to do it yourself. I can't do this. What if you had a mirror? You had a mirror in your purse or in your pocket. You could do it. A cell phone might let it reflect you, see what it looks like. Believe it or not, there are two things that you should note to identify that two images are a reflection of one another. It has to do with my red and green lines and my blue line with the little square. If you don't know what that means, then go back to page 12. Am I going? Did I make it? Oh, not page 12. What's that other one? Yeah. So this page here, is this what page number is this one?
12.
It is 12?
No, it's 19. It's the last page.
No, that one's 12. That one's 12.
Alright,
So this is page 12. Go
Last
to
page
this
is
one.
19.
All right, the last thing that's true is you're going to try